What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show with another video, and today Attack on Titan is finally done. It's over, man. I am sad. I'm a little bit sad. I'm a little bit hyped. I read the manga like years ago. I couldn't wait. I started reading actually after probably would have been season 2. Season 2 of the anime. That one twist. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and say it right now. We're gonna be spoiling some stuff. Because we're gonna be talking about like ALT as a whole, so we're gonna be spoiling a lot of stuff. It's gonna be a quick little video though, man, so just make sure you stick around and stuff. But yeah, I started reading the manga out there about season 2 to I watched the anime for like a little bit of season 3, and then I went back and read the whole manga after like the start of season 4, like around the end of season 3 in that time frame. But man, what a legendary anime. Obviously the ending is controversial, but I guess we'll get to that a little bit later in like the next couple of minutes. But man, ALT as a whole is just great. I remember when I first watched it all those years ago. I was one of the first Netflix watchers. A lot of people kind of watched it after the fact, after they had already came out more seasons. But for me, Attack on Titan was the thing that kind of came in. To me, it was like The Devil's a Part-Timer. Before they had came out with a second season, which didn't do too well. That was like a really quick first season of an anime that was on Netflix, and it was really good. And that's what AOT was for me. I think it was cool. I never really expected it to be the anime that it became. And because of that, that's why it's one of the greatest anime ever made. I feel like even if you don't have this in your top like 10 or whatever, it's just not your style. You have to kind of respect the kind of like plot devices and the writing of AOT, because a lot of it is really good, what I'm saying? And regardless of how you felt about if they stuck the landing or not, this to me belongs in the halls of like Death Note. Death Note was obviously another one where it was kind of up in the air because it's such a legendary anime and it's such a staple of the anime world. People say you got to watch it, but it's also didn't really stick the landing to a lot of people, so it's kind of been a whole different category. Same could be said for like Code Geass. Code Geass had a fantastic ending, and even though season 2 was kind of a little towards the ending, but it stick the landing. It finished everything correctly. So depending on how you feel about AOT, that's how you'll feel. But I think nobody can really argue that this anime is great. It's up there at least. Like I said, I don't want to say nobody can argue, because obviously people are gonna not like this anime. It's the anime. People don't like it. It happens with a lot of different shows. Me personally, I don't know. I would have to look back after years of not watching it and see where I place AOT, because I watched a lot of great anime, and AOT is just something that is spectacular. Now, I was mentioning earlier about how I went on a little tangent, but I was talking earlier about how I originally was watching it on Netflix back in the day, and that first season, when you see like the Colossal Titan and the Armor Titan and stuff, and it's kind of like, man, if you watch it now, it's one of the anime where if you have people watch it, it's like, oh my god, they're like babies to this, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like so much stuff happens, and the way you look at certain scenes changes. And to me, that's always my favorite type of anime. Like if I look at it again, it's gonna change the whole context of me from watching it the first time. And the Titans busting the wall, you know what I'm saying? And then going back, you get to see Eren and Mikasa and Armin all like, young and not really hip to the truth of this world yet. Speaking of that, man, season 1 was where it caught my attention, but season 2 had to be good enough to where it caught my attention but made me want to watch it again, because it was a very long wait in between season 1 and season 2. Like, I mean, a very long wait. People kind of forgot about it. I think when it came out, it really low-key broke the internet. It broke records. It's like, when it was going crazy on Netflix at the time. A lot of people was kind of watching it, but I guess that's what's made it so good, because you had to wait so long, and then you kind of come in and it's on season 2. It's going. Season 2 opens up with like mysteries and stuff. Like it's kind of intriguing. Get to meet like the Beast Titan and stuff, and you get to meet the different characters, and he talks. It's like mysteries unfolding a little bit. It's like, okay, and then we get to the Reiner and Boltort. I can never say his name. We get to them. And the way it was done, like, was so, the way that Attack on Titan does like moments that should be very intense, but they literally give them to you as if they don't matter. Like there was a scene in season 4, one of the parts of season 4, I think the beginning part, where Eren walks in, when all the business with the Yeagerists and stuff comes up, and Eren just walks in the building like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Like he's like, hey, came back like I just lost my keys and I just come back to get my keys. And it's crazy because he just walks right in. Like they're just kind of discussing him. Everybody's trying to figure out what's this mysterious plan, and he just walks right in the building. And then obviously the part in season 2 where Reiner was just kind of, Reiner in general, just kind of breaking down, man. He was kind of tired of living that life. He's been living 2 lives. He's been basically conspiring to basically kill all his friends or to betray all his friends, while also realizing that they're technically not his friends and they're enemies to him. I think this is important because when you know about Marley, you know about, like, I won't really get into it that deep. The fact that they're all Eldians, it means that these are literally your people. They just grew up on the wrong side of the tracks in a way. So you're killing your own people, but at the same time, your people's over there subjugated, and these people are living freely. You know what I'm saying? So you want to live as a free Eldian, and that was like the breakdown with Reiner, and him just kind of was like, yeah, I'm the armored Titan, he's the Colossal Titan. And like, what's up? That was so cool, man. That was cool. Like that moment for me changed everything. I had to read the manga after that. And then to get to the fight to seal up the wall, and it's like so many things. Erwin's charge to add the Beast Titan, Levi versus the Beast Titan, Eren defeating the Colossal Titan with Armin's help. It was just all too much, bro. Like it was just sensory overload. Such a great moment in history when that happened. Because AOT has those ways where they can turn moments that look very impossible. Like even the moment to go catch Eren back after he was captured in season 2, when Eren figured out about the coordinate. Even in season 4, where Eren gets his head literally shot off. Like even that is crazy. Like even all of that is crazy. So like even that in itself is such a one of the many wild moments. Obviously we lost a lot of characters along the way. I ain't really got time to name them all in this video, but if you've been an AOT fan, you know. And they stick with you because they've been characters you've been seeing for all these seasons. Part 4 had like 4 seasons in itself, so the Eren transformation made him one of the best the main characters in anime. A lot of people hated him because they felt like he was whiny, like, I was gonna kill all the Titans. I mean, obviously you can understand his rage, but now his rage makes so much sense in the grand scheme of things because Eren told Eren to have that rage. You know what I'm saying? He's always been him, and that's a main theme of the show. Like now it's more quiet rage, or you know what I'm saying? Like now, no, first of all, let's go ahead and talk about the ending, because we don't want this video to be too long. It's already getting long enough. Now, let's talk about the ending, the manga ending, actually. I will confess something. I have not currently watched the final episode yet, but from what it looks like, nothing has really changed. I want to discuss the manga ending because if you've made it this far, then we will be doing a podcast coming out probably next Thursday. When this comes out, we're doing podcast episode 3, and we probably will be talking about AOT as a whole there. Just getting into a lot of stuff I couldn't really discuss in the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But the ending, as far as the manga version goes, Eren dies. They pretty much, they stop him. He kills a lot of people, like a lot of people. You have the shot with Mikasa just kind of sitting there, holding his head and stuff. And then I believe in the extended ending, they kind of showed that the power was returned in a way. So that kind of like, later on down the line, the power kind of returns, and that makes a little bit of sense because it's like you can't destroy power in a way. Not really. It's always out there. A lot of people hated the ending. To be honest, I don't hate the ending at all. I think people a lot of people mess up hate with disappointment because with AOT they're used to all these big spectacles or twist or plot twist or whatever. So a lot of people, I guess, would want a plot twist where Eren just is alive and saying not a bird or whatever. And but for me, I think as an adult, this is the only way the story could really end. Because I guess depending on how you felt about being a Jaegerist or how you felt about what Eren was doing, protecting his hometown, and that's it, like only his people, then I guess you would kind of want Eren to live as a hero. But at the same time, it's like, I've also watched Code Geass, and the whole idea of spoilers for Code Geass, by the way, if you haven't seen it, then I definitely would click off right now. because it's such a great anime. You guys should watch it if you haven't watched it. But the point of Code Geass was to become a villain to unite the world. And while I do think it was better executed in Code Geass because it's a big fancy spectacle, but in this one it's more of a big fancy spectacle. But in reality, he really meant that thing. You know what I'm saying? But he, you know what I'm saying? He had to be stopped. He had to be killed. So honestly, you know what I'm saying? Hop on the podcast. You want to hear more about it because we're gonna be talking about it for a good number of probably like an hour or so. And I really can't explain everything I want to explain in this video, at least for my feelings of AOT. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Star